So the new Obi-Wan Kenobi show is out, and I I have mixed feelings on this. This could have been one of the greatest, and I mean one of the greatest shows of all time. It would have been amazing. It would have been a bang for your buck, but it dropped the ball very hard. It just dropped to the ground and just didn't get back up because the thing about this is that this show could have been a slam dunk. It would have been easy. It would have been simple to do. And somehow you were able to screw it up. I don't know how. Like the story of Obi-Wan being shattered after the events from episode 3 would have been easy to do. It would have been easy. And I even heard rumors that the original script was darker. I don't want to have like a gritty, dark story of Obi-Wan like doing death sticks and getting high, but I mean I want this, we could have had a much more dramatic story about Obi-Wan. Instead we just get another it's it's not a bad show, but the potential it had could have been more than I wanted. This could have been one of the greatest Star Wars content. Even it could have been one of the best, but somehow I don't know why it just. Well, I guess I better get into why. I think one of the main reasons, and I think we all know this. This should have been a movie, straight up with it. Should have been a movie, because the TV format, it doesn't really work for this show, honestly. And I think it's mainly due to how people kind of reacted with this show, because people go like, Great Inquisitor died? How does that work? He doesn't come back. It doesn't make sense. And I'm like, come on, really, guys? It wasn't a mystery to know that he was coming back. I mean, we all know he's in Rebels. You don't have to get gung-ho about it. You don't have to be crazy about it. And another thing that this show kind of fumbles with is the characters. Obi-Wan is fine as always. Ewan McGregor done amazing with the role. I think the show should have allowed him to do more with his acting, because he's a great actor. It's just the show doesn't really allow him to do a lot of stuff until I think episode 5 and 6, which I'll get into those in general. And I do like Princess Leia in this, little baby Leia, because she didn't need to be, they didn't need that plot in the show. Obi-Wan could have been off at Tatooine without the need of Leia, but I understand, that's the most logical reason, but we didn't need it. But I do like that. What else do I like in this show? Yeah, okay, let's just get into the bad. This show is bad. It's so bad. It's boring to watch. The show isn't as engaging as you want it to be. There are so many times the show just tries to jump hurdles and try to avoid plot holes that aren't necessary. I mean, do I need to say any more about the Leia chase scene? I mean, come on. Dude, come on. That was already bad on its own. And I think another thing that was bad about this was, I think, how they handle Hayden Christensen, because they hyped this up as the return of him. I thought they were gonna have full on Clone Wars flashbacks and all that stuff, but they didn't. Nah, man, he was barely in it. He was only in episode 5 and 6. That was really about it. Also 3, but they wasted him. And I think the main problem with this was the show only really got good until 5 and 6. And I'll say it straight up, episodes 1 through 4 feel like filler. It is so obviously filler that we didn't need at least, I think, maybe like 2 or 3 of those episodes. Because the thing is, the show gets good at 5 and 6. I mean, the stuff with Reva, the stuff with Vader, like the fact that they had flashbacks, like those flashbacks should have been in the show the whole entire time. And it boggles me of how they didn't introduce that sooner, because it just kind of like it meshed well with the whole idea of Obi-Wan and Vader, which worked perfectly. And the same thing for Reva. Like, fans in so many like toxic or non-toxic fans hated Reva until I think episodes 5 and 6, because that's where she actually got good. Before, it was just her yelling, going, I want Obi-Wan. I'm the best Inquisitor in town. I'm the baddest of bad. And I'm like, oh god, this is really it. And then episode 5 and 6 give her back. It was kind of obvious from the beginning of the show, but I mean, like, dude, it was like she was actually a good character, and Vader was actually a good character, and like I'm mad because we could have had so much more. We could have had an amazing show. We could have had an amazing show. And another thing, I do like how Obi-Wan and Vader like interact in the show, because I like a lot of people were saying, like, in episode 3 or whatever, how Obi-Wan ran away or whatever. And I mean, like, personally, that I think that's how he would have always reacted, seeing him, because obviously going into like previous fights and battles, he obviously was confident in his abilities and stuff like that. But in that case, I mean, like, he basically caused the whole galaxy like death and destruction and turmoil, all because he couldn't, like, because like his best friend betrayed him. He, like, all of his friends were dead because of that. I mean, me, like, personally, I mean, like, I don't know how a man is supposed to live with that, and I'm surprised he even faced him at all for a little bit. I mean, I don't know. I mean, and I will say, I do like how they address the plot holes in this show. I didn't think they would get over those hurdles, but they did. Like, whenever, because how in episode 4, Vader and Obi-Wan address it like they haven't seen each other since episode 3. They get over that pretty well. The stuff with Leia, how Obi-Wan says you can't mention the fact that we met each other, that's pretty good. Overall, this show isn't horrible. It's not gonna, like, it's an okay show. It's not perfect. It's not horrible. Honestly, this should have been a movie. Episode 5 and 6 really helped this show, personally. If episode 5 and 6 weren't as good as they were, I don't think I could have stomached watching that anymore. So, if I were to give the show anything, I think I'd give it maybe like a 6 out of 10.
Hello there.
Oh my god, never mind. I'm bumping it up a score, 7 out of 10. This is one. Oh my god, he said the line.